All right, I need to talk about something serious because a lot of you have been asking the same question over and over again. Is Ashes of Creation closing? And honestly, I understand why people are worried. Between resignation posts, reports of layoffs, and some really strange in-game moments recently, the community is clearly on edge. So in this video, I want to slow things down and break this into three parts. What's actually confirmed, what's still rumor or speculation, and what all of this realistically means for players like us. First things first, I'm not here to spread fake news or farm panic clicks. I'm not going to say the game is dead just to get views. I want to separate what we can actually source from what we've only seen through clips, screenshots, or secondhand stories. And whenever I mention something, I'll be clear about what category it falls into. Now, here's what we do know. Multiple outlets and community sources are reporting that Steven Sharif posted in the official Discord stating that he resigned. According to those same reports, this resignation was tied to major internal disagreements and the direction of mass layoffs. That's a huge claim, and it's the main reason the word shutdown has started spreading so fast. And to be fair, it didn't come out of nowhere. There were already earlier reports about layoffs, so players naturally started connecting the dots. At the same time, this is where things get tricky. While the resignation post is being widely discussed, we don't yet have a full, clear, official public statement explaining the situation in detail. That gap is what fuels speculation. When communication is unclear, people fill in the blanks themselves, and usually with worst-case scenarios. I also want to mention something I personally witnessed, because this part really shook my confidence. I saw an admin give out legendary items and around 1,000 gold to a streamer live on stream. And I'll be honest, seeing that in a grind-heavy MMO immediately killed a lot of motivation for me. In games like this, progression and effort are everything. The moment it looks like favoritism or shortcuts exist behind the scenes, it undermines the entire reason people put in hundreds of hours. And this is the key point I want to make. Even if the game itself isn't shutting down, trust can shut down much faster than servers ever will. Once players start questioning fairness, integrity, and direction, it's incredibly hard to rebuild that confidence. Now, to be balanced, there have also been communications suggesting that the studio still has plans, that work is ongoing, and that this might be a restructuring rather than an outright collapse. That's why I'm not going to sit here and declare as a fact that Ashes of Creation is dead. We don't have enough verified information to say that responsibly. But I will say this, the situation is serious enough that players should be paying attention. This isn't normal launch turbulence or just another bad patch. When a game is truly in danger, you usually start seeing certain patterns. Things like official roadmaps getting quietly dropped, long periods of silence, multiple senior staff departures stacking up, sudden changes in monetization, or unusual behavior around rewards and progression. On the other hand, if what comes next is clear communication, transparent leadership updates, performance stabilization, and an actual long-term plan being shared openly, then this could end up being a painful but survivable restructuring phase rather than the end of the game. For me personally, until we get a clear and positive announcement about the future of Ashes of Creation, I'm going to take a step back. I'll still keep an eye on updates, and I'll absolutely talk about them when something meaningful drops. But in the meantime, I'm going to be playing World of Warcraft and producing PvP content there on this channel. Not because I'm abandoning Ashes, and not because I want the game to fail, but as both a player and a content creator, I need stability. Once we get solid news, clear direction, and reasons to believe again, I'll happily come back and cover Ashes of Creation like I always have. Until then, let's wait for facts, not panic, and I'll keep you updated the moment we get real answers.